This photo was taken between 1900 and 1910, when most of Cottage Grove streets were dirt in the summer and mud in the winter. Also, by the prevalence of outbuildings, it's evident that indoor plumbing was still in the future for most households. It was in the year 1912, the local farmer named Arthur Woolcott, who owned an orchard near Cottage Grove, took a train to New York to meet his fiancée. She was scheduled to arrive by boat, and they would be married in New York and take up residence in Cottage Grove. Unfortunately, she had booked her passage on the Titanic, and when Arthur arrived in New York, only to find her ship had gone down. After a frantic search, he found to his immense relief that she was one of the survivors. They wasted no time in getting married, and soon returned to Cottage Grove. She lived out her life here in Cottage Grove, and her family donated the coat she had worn on the Titanic to the Cottage Grove Museum. It was not many years later that Hollywood decided to shoot a Civil War film in South Lane County using the former railroad line that ran up to Cope Creek. It had originally been scheduled to be shot in the Deep South, but when the Southerners found out that it was to be a comedy, they created such a fuss that it was decided that the filming would take place in Cottage Grove instead. The movie was called The General, starring Buster Keaton, and the filming began in 1926. Many of the local residents were recruited to be extras and cast members, and much of the shooting took place just outside of town. As you can see in this clip, Sarah Gorda is in the background, and here you can see the former oil derrick on the top of Mount David. The most expensive action shot ever done for Hollywood at the time was the train wreck that was shot at Cope Creek near the former Bohemia Mill site. During the filming, Buster Keaton and the filming crew stayed at the Cottage Grove Hotel, and as a result, the restaurant in the hotel is now known as Buster's.